Hey guys, it's Ellie. So today I'll be showing you 5 DIY Valentine's Day decor ideas and treats. So I hope you enjoy and let's get into it. My first idea is this pom-pom heart wreath. For this you'll need a heart-shaped wreath form, some yarn, pins, and a pair of scissors. Take your yarn and in order to make your pom-pom, grab the end of your yarn and hold that with your thumb over your hand. Now start wrapping your yarn around your hand, but not too tightly, about 40 times, but how many times you want to wrap it around will depend on how big you want your pom-pom to be. Now cut off the end and cut a small piece of yarn and tie that the opposite direction that you've been wrapping and just knot that. Now take your scissors and cut through all the holes that you just made. Now you can fluff your pom-pom or trim it and just make it the way that you want it to be. Now make a bunch of these for your wreath. I probably made 30 to 40 of these. And what you want to do is just grab your wreath and start pinning down your pom-poms all the way around your wreath. While you go, you probably will want to trim it a little bit and just make it the way and the shape that you want it to be. Once you've pinned all your pom-poms down, you are done and you can add a ribbon and hang it up on your door or your wall or wherever you'd like. And I think that this is very adorable and it's perfect for any time of the year, not just Valentine's Day. Now for some super yummy Valentine's Day treats. For this you'll need 6 cups of Rice Krispies cereal, 1 bag of marshmallows, 3 tablespoons of butter, and any type of decorations. I used icing and sprinkles and a cookie cutter to make it more Valentine's Day themed. The first thing you want to do is melt some butter in a saucepan, or you can also do this in a microwave. But once it is completely melted, you should just dump in your whole bag of marshmallows and mix that up until that is creamy and melted. This shouldn't take very long and you shouldn't overcook it, so just stir around your marshmallows until it is completely smooth, and then you should add in your Rice Krispies to your pan 1 cup at a time. Once you've done that, just add it to a greased pan and you can flatten that with some parchment paper so it would be better squares. But that is actually it. You do not have to bake this or anything, so you can either put this in the fridge or leave it out. And now I put in a heart cookie cutter and went ahead and decorated it. So you can really do whatever you'd like for this, and you can also do this for maybe a party idea if you want to do with your friends and just decorate your treats. But I just used some pink icing and for one of them added some silver sprinkles. These are absolutely delicious and I think they're way better than the ones that you can buy at the store. Plus these are super easy, so they don't take much skill. My next Valentine's Day idea is this decor, which is a heart garland. For this you'll need paper, thread, a needle, and a pair of scissors. So I cut out a stencil and went ahead and just traced that onto my paper, but obviously you don't need to use a stencil. Now just cut that out and repeat that step, cutting out a bunch of hearts. Now thread your needle and knot it at the end and just poke in a hole right at the side of your heart and go in and out like you're sewing regularly. You can also just use regular string or you can use felt, but I thought it looked cool with the paper and thread. Now just repeat that step over and over for all of your hearts until you have your desired length of your garland. Once I was happy with the way my garland looked, I hung this over my corkboard, and I think that this is perfect for Valentine's Day and it's super affordable and easy decor. An easy way to snazz this up if you'd like is you can add some pictures or writing onto your hearts, but I think that it looks great just like this. My next idea is this paper heart tree. For this you'll need a styrofoam cone, some paper, I used Valentine's Day themed, some pins, scissors, and a tree topper, I used a pom-pom. So just take your paper and some scissors and cut your paper into a bunch of squares. So I cut mine into strips and then cut those into squares. So just cut a ton of that and put them in a pile. Then take a heart stencil, or you can freehand this, and trace that onto a piece of paper. Now put that piece of paper right on top of a huge pile of other papers, just so this goes super fast, and cut that out. You can also do these individually, but since you're going to want to make a bunch of hearts, it'll probably be best if you just do them all at once. You might not expect how much you'll need, so make sure you cut out a bunch of hearts. So now just take your cone and then grab your hearts. Now just grab your pins and start pinning your hearts upside down onto your styrofoam cone. You will want to do this in rows and make sure that you overlap your hearts so that it has a better tree effect. And you want to make sure that you cover up as much of your styrofoam as you can, and to ensure this you can either paint your styrofoam or just cover it around with paper. Alright, so once you're happy with your tree, you might have some pins popping out at the top because it's a lot more skinny there. So just put on your tree topper, and I just pinned in my pom-pom and trimmed that a bit so it looked better, and I'm very happy with the way mine turned out. I think it would be better if I put some paper below it just so there's no green, but I still think this is super cute and it's perfect for Valentine's Day, and it would be great decor for your room or maybe a party. My last idea is this Cupid's arrow muffin. For this you will need some sort of treat. Obviously I used a muffin, but you could also use a cupcake, brownie, or anything like that. Some duct tape. I used pink glitter duct tape, a kebab stick, and scissors. So the first thing you want to do is take your duct tape and just cut 2 small pieces. So what I did was I just folded over one of my pieces of duct tape with the sticky part facing up and cut out a heart. Then I folded over my second piece of duct tape and put that other heart right over top of it so I could use it as a stencil and have 2 equal hearts. Now take your kebab stick and place one of your hearts with the skinny part facing away right on the edge of your stick. Then place the other one over top so that they are equal and match right over top. Now stick that through your muffin and cut 2 other pieces of duct tape just like you did earlier. Now place your 2 pieces over top of each other, and what you want to do is fold it in half and cut sort of a parallelogram shape. So slant your scissors and cut your pieces at an angle. Now open that up and you should have this little arrow end looking thing, and you can go ahead and just stick that on your kebab stick. Make sure when you're placing the duct tape that you don't do it too hard, because remember you want to eat this and you will need to take this off. Anyway, so that is it. This is super easy and I think this is really cute. Plus, if you're not very good at decorating but you still want some cute treats for Valentine's Day, then this is perfect. Alright, so that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you did. And have a happy Valentine's Day. Bye guys.